Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. I have an important message, especially for empaths right now. So as we're moving through the present shifts, energy shifts, it may feel like we are just at the process when a certain cycle is ending and we're entering into the new cycle. And the phase between the one and the second cycle may feel like kinda moving through the wall. Like, you're breaking through the wall, it feels kinda heavy, the energy is kinda heavy, but at the same time you feel that something much greater is on the other side, something much more excited, something much more inspiring is on the other side. So even though a part of us is kind of blocking ourselves, kind of trying to stop us while moving through that challenging phase or transformation, another part of us is motivating us, is inspiring us, is pushing us to go forward, to move forward, because on the other side is something really incredible. So why I say that this message is especially for empaths? Because for empaths, this phase of transformation may be much more painful or much heavier. So it doesn't mean that the energy is heavier right now. But I received an interesting concept about why highly sensitive people are highly sensitive people, or what happens that we become empaths, or we describe ourselves as empaths. So what happens is usually that at some point in our childhood, something traumatic happened, something hard, something heavy happened, and a part of our soul wanted to separate from that reality because it was too heavy, and it kind of wanted to return back to that consciousness of unity, consciousness of non-duality. But physically, you stayed at that situation, and therefore you were not whole anymore in that situation, in that physical body. And because you were not whole, you were not fully present, your energy was not fully present in your physical body anymore, your physical body is not functioning as it should in that physical reality. So therefore you've started sensing the energies which you shouldn't sense at those stages, and you should only sense those energies on your demand, like sensing thoughts of others, sensing emotions of others, sensing pain of others. At the process of spiritual evolution, we learn to develop and evolve the senses for sensing the energies around us. But if those painful experiences may cause us to separate our energy or separate our soul or part of the soul from the physical body, we need to also learn to ground ourselves fully, to fully incarnate back into the body, so we can fully ground into this present reality, and therefore we can learn to evolve our spiritual senses, so we can start downloading more of the essence of who we are in this present reality, and therefore we can become brighter light for this present timeline. So why it is important right at this time? It's important because many empaths may be experiencing those present shifts and everything that is happening on the world right now with a greater degree of pain or fear or suffering or anxiety. And I want to give you this guidance or this message as a reminder to pay even more attention right now to your energy centers, to your energy body present within your physical body, and fully ground yourself, fully incarnate yourself into the beingness, into this beautiful, wise physical body that you have, your vehicle, your vessel. So if you're wondering like how to do that, like how to get fully present and how can it help me to avoid pain or to avoid suffering, as you know, everything that we may see that is happening on the world. Well, firstly, it's not that what is happening is causing us to be in pain or in fear or in anxiety, but how we perceive what is happening. And if we are not fully grounded in our bodies, we may perceive things not as they are, but we may perceive them as we think they are. So when we ground our energy, when we fully ground ourselves into this physical reality, our energy firstly becomes more magnetic, stronger. And then our mind will become stronger. We will gain greater power over our mind, which means that we can start thinking more clearly and we can experience greater clarity inside our minds, which is important to learn to develop that quietness on demand, that we learn to calm down our minds and we learn to quiet our minds. We learn to quiet that monkey mind, the background chattering. And because of that, we'll also learn to balance our emotions, our emotional body. So it is an important practice. And if you're wondering like what kind of practice to do for that work, well, it is a form of meditation, and in that meditation we learn to firstly to activate our energy centers. And it doesn't mean like you need to activate all your chakras, or if you rather call them energy centers, but you just need to become aware of firstly of your channel from the root center to the heart center to the third eye center and to the crown center. And then you can imagine like there's a line traveling from above you through your crown center, through your third eye center, through your heart center, into the root center, into the ground, and just experience that light, that line of light. It will help you if you visualize or imagine each center as a ball of light, and you can feel it as a warm sensation, like it would be a little sun, like each energy center would represent a little sun in your body. And slowly, as you're evolving in this experience, you can start imagining how that light is expanding around your body and your energy is becoming much stronger. You may feel a bit lighter, but much stronger. You may feel more vibrant. You may feel like that light is becoming really, really bright, and it's a beautiful, warm sensation. So if you will stay consistent with that practice, it will create a complete balance between all your bodies, between your mind, your emotions, your physical body, your soul, your spirit, and the great connection with the source, the oneness, the God, or however you want to call it. So there will be a beautiful balance between the source, between your higher self, between your soul, your mind, emotions, and physical body. And once that balance will be created, you will feel fully alive, you will feel fully present, and you will be fully ready for making happen whatever you feel that you need to make, that you need to put into work, you know, whatever you feel you need to express, whatever you feel you need to do, you need to create right now. Because you may feel that right now we are in the phase where it's all about implementing, it's all about putting things into action and trying what actually works. It's all about what we've been learning until now and actually putting everything into action. It's all about truly implementing what we've learned and experimenting and working on it. It's like a phase of learning, but this phase is happening really, really fast, and lessons are coming really, really fast, and manifestations are happening much faster, and that's the reason why you're seeing so many synchronicities and why your life is aligning so much, and why there's maybe much more challenging experiences or events in your life than ever before, but at the same time also those challenging events are slowly aligning much faster than ever before. And it is a truly, truly interesting time right now for me, as how I'm sensing it, it's completely life-changing. It's completely transforming. But it's not easy. It's like, stay there, keep it up, trust the process, stay consistent, and don't worry, because you will worry, you will feel afraid, and maybe you will feel anxious. That's why it's so important to learn to create that beautiful balance, because of course we worry, of course we experience some fear until we learn to fully balance ourselves. And maybe we can say this is a lifetime process to fully learn to build that, or to create that great coherence between all our bodies, all our aspects, to become once again one, to become once again that consciousness of oneness still in an individual body, so each of us can be an expression of this unique oneness in its unique way. So oneness is, it's unity, it's love, it's compassion, it's understanding. And once everybody starts expressing yourself in that vibration of love, compassion, understanding, care, we start projecting really, really beautiful energy outside, and that beautiful new energy starts to build new beautiful things, objects, manifestations, realities, timelines. And it is a truly, truly important phase. That's why I said at the beginning, it's like we're entering into that new cycle, new chapter, and we're just in between that phase of transformation. So for empaths or highly sensitive people, I would recommend you to really work on that balancing, really work on that coherence between your mind, emotions, physical body, and alignment with your soul, with your, if you want to call higher self, you don't need to use those words if it doesn't resonate with you. Because I think another important realization right now is that what we used to know as, certain spiritual words, or certain words which are coming from spirituality, or certain concepts which were really interesting until now, we're becoming or coming to that realization that it actually doesn't matter what kind of words you use for what you feel. It's more about what you do with what you feel. Because, in the past, it was all about just learning that intellectual knowledge about spiritual aspect of life. But right now it's all about self-awareness over how we are sensing ourselves, how we are experiencing ourselves in this present time, and what can we do in order to fully embody more peace, more tranquility, more compassion in this body. How can we embody more of it? And how can we become an expression of those higher energies? So we are learning to become an expression of the source, of those higher energies. Because in the past, we've been influenced by our environment so much that we forgot who we truly are. But we found out that everything that was built with that old mindset is falling apart because it has no core, it has no truth, and it has no pillars which could hold what is not true. So as all those pillars fall apart, the only thing that will truly stay is the great truth, which was truth in the past, in the present, and will stay in the future. And that truth is love. That truth is what we call essence of being, and that essence can only be felt. We can use different words. We can use words like pure soul, or prana, or life force, or consciousness, or God, universe. Whatever words we use, we all sense that there's something pure within ourselves, and that is the truth. That is the pillar of existence, of everything. And more we learn to unite with that source, to connect with that source, easier it will be to let go of what is not that energy, that pure energy, what is not as pure as that core, as that great pillar. And that's how the cleansing process, the purification is happening. And it may be happening to many people right now. You may feel like suddenly you just don't want to do certain things anymore. Suddenly you just don't believe in certain things anymore. Suddenly you just don't want to talk about certain things anymore. Suddenly you just don't want to hang with certain people anymore. Suddenly you just want to shift the way you live your life. And suddenly you just want to meditate more. And suddenly you just want to connect with nature more often. And suddenly you may feel called to create, to express yourself, or to maybe to help others, or you feel like you want to start a certain project which has a big value for you, or a big purpose which is bigger than your whatever it is. Often we feel called to make certain shifts. So we may recognize that it's not about building careers so much anymore, but actually following the calling. And it is, to me, really something powerful. So my friends, this is it for today. I'm sending you all lots of love, blessings, and power. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. In today's video, I'm sharing with you painting the seed of life, because it has a strong connection with today's message. As I mentioned before, the great coherence between all those different bodies, all those different aspects of ourselves. The physical experience is in the center. And I know often I hear people say that the earth is a prison, that the physical dimension is a prison, but actually it's a divine. The physical dimension is a divine dimension. Everything here is the embodiment of the source. Everything here is divine. And that divine can only be felt when everything is in balance, when everything is in harmony, which means that we need to learn to harmonize ourselves. And the practice that I mentioned before can help us to harmonize ourselves. And once we learn to do that, we learn to nurture the seeds we're planting from the soul. Those can be the seeds for manifestation of the greater future, manifestation of greater abundance, more love, more connection, or whatever you know that will awaken more peace and tranquility in your life. So nurture the seeds, my friends. Learn to nurture the seeds with creating greater harmony inside you, so you can project it outside of you. This is it, my friends. Thanks for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. I Draw My Passion. You're all truly appreciated. To everyone who needs some daily reminders, go and check out my Instagram page, AttractPassion, where I'm sharing daily messages, quick messages, and my other Instagram page where you can find my art gallery. The name of it is I Draw My Passion. See you there, my friends. Till next time, one love.